as we said in the end of the last video, I'm going to go ahead and do the footer of the home page and the rest of the site. And that would actually finish up this page for now. We will revisit, obviously, to take care of some stuff on the mobile resolutions, of course, because they don't look great. And I think that's it. So, yep, let's grab the footer snippet. There we go. So we got some stuff in here by default. I'm going to remove these comments because I basically understand what's going on there, and I'm actually going to do it this way to save some characters. So we do need our logo down here. We have a copyright, which is fine. I didn't have that in our initial design, but I knew it was, well, actually I did. Spoke too soon. So there it is. We'll want to include a few things, which we can do from the admin, and then of course include a form to subscribe as well. So let's go ahead and get the logo in first. Let's see, we got that. Copyright. I'll probably put it in its own div. And I'll break this line, I guess. Okay, so that's copyright. Let's do a logo, footer logo. Logo. Wonder if that's going to throw it off. I don't know. Logo. Footer. That's so stupid, but whatever. Okay, we want to link obviously the site URL here. I think you can just do, it's kind of sad that I don't know this. I just want to see what this does for now. Oops. Oops. Yeah, it does what we want. I just assumed it'd be something like simpler. So, okay. What do I have in my header then? Site title HTML. It's just literally URL. Oof. Just do that then. Okay, my bad. All right, we need the image in here as well, so we can do we did an alt tag here, PHP echo site title. Let's do that again. Make it pretty simple, and the source attribute will be similar. Logo light. I think this I'll just do from the directory. So assets, images, logo. Dark. Oops, I don't need that. I guess you can't do it that way. Yes, you can. Okay. Cool. Now that text is still there. Oh no, it's not. We need to add our form. Created a snippet for that. I'm going to do div footer subscribe form. You probably don't need all these divs. I just like to separate concerns here. I don't know if we could do it a variety of different ways. We're gonna have to float some of this stuff with Flexbox. We'll do that in a second. All right, so snippets. I've got a, how did I do this? Home CTA menu, previous process. So in our theme up here, I want to reuse basically this template. Let me pull it from this template and create a new one, just called subscribe form. PHP. And we'll include that. I'll paste that HTML in here. Oops. Dang it. There. Okay, so we can do that, and then the same here. PHP snippet form, or subscribe form. If all goes well, it should be rendering. I think it's there, it's just white. Yeah. So we'll target that separately. Okay, so we've got that. Now we need all of our icons. I'm gonna add those. Div class. I'll just make it a UL class social icons. Li times like 5. How many were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I think at this point we will want to probably add those link fields here. I think we'll go ahead and do that. It's kind of an extra thing because those links really won't probably change, but you never know. We'll call this footer, label, footer, type, headline. It should show up down here. There we go. And we want, actually we've got copyright up here. I'm going to add that down below. There we go. And then above that, I guess I could, like I did in the header, I should include it here since we're making use of that, right? I'm just noticing that. I'll circle back. So the footer, let's say social, oops, label, social media. So maybe for this we use a structure. And style, table, and then fields, Facebook, Label Facebook. Type is URL, I think. Let's see if this works first. Yeah, it's not right. Let me double check. Oh, I think it's the indentation is off. Fields should be aligned with that. Yep, there we go. Okay, cool. Facebook. So I think I'm doing this wrong. It needs to be like, since it's repeatable, there's no reason to have it be unique like this. We can just do event, or like not event, but like social link, label link. I think you can do defaults, but I don't think that's what we want. I'll do just social title, label title, or I don't know, network. All right. So then that way we can loop through this as opposed to just outputting each one by one. Does that make sense? Network link, yeah. So Facebook, and I'll probably use the title as just an alt tag. I won't actually display that. So let's see what we can do here. Instead of doing this stuff, I guess I'll loop through and then target it with CSS. I wanted to kind of do it all inline and put actual SVGs here, but we're going to do it a different way. Okay, so let's go back. You can do something like this. Oops. Convert it to YAML, and let's call it socials. Socials as social. And this in between here is the loop, so we actually want this there. And then link through the li, and we'll end the for each. Between here we'll have an anchor, and in here we'll echo page, or actually it'd be site. I added that to the site, right? Yeah, site options. Oops. Okay, so we'll echo site How are they doing it here with the YAML? Okay, we've already got that, so we could just do social and then pass in whatever we got. Social title, social link, so social title. This way is a little different than what we've been doing, and it's literally because we're converting it to YAML, so you can access it through the same stuff through a different way. And I figured, why not? So we got that. We got some issues with our closing tags here. Got an extra PHP tag there. There we go. Okay, so you're probably wondering, okay, how do you get the icons? And I'm wondering the same. So let's first add a class and do I'm going to echo the same social title here. I want to do a to lower though. I know there's a function. Cheat sheet to lower. I think lower. Yeah, field lower. So we can just essentially do lower. Possibly. I'm guessing on this one. Might throw an error. Yep. That works. That's fine by me. It doesn't need to be capitalized because we're not going to actually show the text. But that gives us the class name on each, which is what I wanted. Except for that one's kind of shady. I'm going to go back and edit that to be that. Simple fix. Still doing the space though, that's funny. Oh. Cool. Alright, so now we can access that at least, and there might be a more renowned way to do this, or simpler way, or nicer way, but yeah, and we could do a bunch of if-else statements here, but I don't think I want to touch that. That's a lot of code, kind of just to check if something has this title and this link and all of that. So I think we'll just go with CSS. We'll give this an icon class. So let's go to our footer finally and start styling this. I think we have all of our components. Yeah. I do want to add this data real quick. I'm gonna put it here for now. Actually, I'm going to leave that one, but I actually want the URL as the text. comma separate this. And this one's going to be a link too. So let me copy that, paste this, and it will actually be we'll actually use the word here, or words. Okay. Period. Save. There we go. Okay, let's style this. We probably need to actually get the grid going though, so I'm going to throw a row div here and then finish it off there. And let's see how we can wrap this stuff. So the logo and the copyright are in the same block, so we want I don't know, we'll do 6 to start. I'm going to do between okay, and then the same goes for this, icons and the subscribe form. All goes right, it should just kind of do that stuff. Okay, let's keep it between. All right, so now we can probably hit the styles. I'm going to create a new one. It's called footer, and a footer folder. I'll go ahead and add it here. Okay. So global footer, we'll have the footer class, and then we can have a new file for like social icon or just social, and one for footer subscribe. Let's put subscribe form. Let's include those in this class. And one more for branding, footer. I'll just put logo, copyright. We can combine those. All right, now we can work inside those files, and I want to just target the footer logo. Actually, I'm going to give the main footer some styles first. It's going to be too much, but looks like I have an error somewhere. Logo copyright. Okay. Oh, include, import. Silly. I always get those mixed up. Okay. There we go. Okay, that should be enough to get us started. The logo actually looks pretty decent. The copyright needs to change in size. like 1 9. Assuming I have the right class. Footer copyright. I'm just going to target the P in there and margin 0 there. And we'll probably we can probably just do 1 rem. No, we can't. Yeah, we can. Okay, so this one we want to text right. And then the social icons. Okay, and then the LIs we can display inline block. Padding. Okay, the A's. I'll do it this way. So icon. I think I called it that. Oh, I'll target it that way. Icon. I guess everyone could have an icon link. I don't know. So let's see how that looks. Make sure it's working. Yep. Okay, so we want to do. There's another way to do text indenting, and I haven't had much luck with it, but they're saying it's the way it should be kind of thing. So I don't know. Now it's not even working. Yeah, okay. I suppose I could just not have the title output. Just do it that way. It's kind of odd that that's doing what it is. But anyway, so let's target the Facebook. It's already displaying the LUXD. YouTube. I'm just throwing these out there. They're probably out of order. Twitter, LinkedIn, Google Plus. I don't know if Plus can be a selector or not. We'll find out. Medium. And one more. No. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Instagram. Okay, I think that's right. So on these, I'm gonna have to actually, I could create an SVG sprite. I'm kind of worried these won't output the way I want them because of the color overlay thing. It's a kind of a stupid bug in Affinity that if you do slice them as they are, they don't actually save out like you want. I'm gonna see for grins. Background export. Yep, it's black, just as I expected. I could do them as images. Man, I want SVG though. Why don't I do it this way? I will make note of the color. Ah, 6F. Okay. And I can go ahead and pull up my icon folder that I use. So let's grab those. I'm gonna just grab them as they are. And they need to be optimized. So let me do this real quick. Well, first I'm just gonna create the files and save them as actual images in our images folder. And I could create a sprite, but I'm not going to in this case since it's going to be a background image. Get rid of that. Okay, and then we do need to add the fill on these since it will be a background image, so that's kind of shitty, but that's why I made note of that color. Of course, I don't have it in my clipboard history. Let's grab it from this, Dove Gray. Okay, so there's Facebook. Let me do that 6 more times and I'll speed this up. All right, that took entirely too long, but now we have background images that we can make use of. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that with this. It'll be images, assets actually. Assets, images, and Facebook.svg, no repeat. What width and height do we give these guys? Say 20. And what's going on here? No assets. Yes. Okay. We need to do. Do I need to do this? I think it's. I've done this before. I think it's just this. There we go. So that's it there. Of course, it did not take our color for some reason. Facebook. That's why. There we go. All right. So I'm going to repeat the process down the line. We'll just change the actual name, of course. Sweet. So we can do, we have a class on the whole, on all of them. So we can do like a little hover effect that does our transform trick that I've shown you in the last couple of videos, probably. Transform or translate Y. -1 pixel. Let's include the transition mix-in we made. I don't know. I'll say all, I guess. And because I want to do a bit of opacity as well. It isn't doing. Because I can't spell translate. Nice. All right, there's a little more padding in between them than is necessary in my mind. That should work. And I think I'm going to go ahead and call those done. And then our actual copyright text is bugging the hell out of me, so I'm going to go back down to 9. Okay. Now that I look at it though, the social needs to come down from the top a bit more. Not much. Like so. Actually, let's see what our form ends up looking like, and then we'll do that. So the subscribe form, all we want to do here is just basically make what we have, our brand color, our secondary brand color. So we need to look at the classes and override those. So we've got our form class or form group, and the actual input is what's getting the color. So I'm going to copy these. And we'll give it the color of brand prime or secondary. Cool. And then the actual form itself should have a border color as well. So we'll do form input, border color, brand prime, or I keep saying primary, secondary. Then we need to target our arrow. It looks like we're using a background image for that, so I'm going to do the quickest way I think is just to do a duplicate of this, forward dark, and instead of the white fill we do our brand secondary, which I'm going to have to actually get the real hex code, just this. Get rid of the semicolon. So the problem with that though is we're including a snippet. So how can I do that conveniently? There it is. And form submit icon. Oh yeah, I don't need to worry about that. I just do this. Images, forward, or arrow forward dark, SVG. And I guess I have to do the same stuff. Let's put no repeat on it. Okay, so I guess I just won't put top. I actually want to go up some, or down some, I mean. And it still looks like our SVG isn't using the right color. That would be why. Awesome, okay. We can probably just add some margin. I'm using old school stuff. Maybe a little bit more just to make it look even with the copyright. Even more. Kind of lining up the bottom here. Too much, 1.8. I think that'll do it. It's a little too much padding going on. undo what I just did with that form. We just do one and push down from the social. So we'll do one rim on the top there. There we go. So one more quick little thing. Zero. Should shuffle that over. Okay. I think that'll work. That's got its own padding on it right there. I think I'll leave it alone for now, but I think that wraps up this page, guys. So we'll continue on the next page and refining some of these styles and probably refactoring some code in the next few videos. So I'll see you then.